Hey, I'm Bryan McCoy from Jacksonville, Florida. I have a 10FB Bushwhacker, and I love it. So the Bushwhackers leak a little bit, and when you lift the top, they drip down through here. And so I ran into not having a kitchen. So I had to rebuild my kitchen kind of on the fly. So I did some plywood, put some butcher block on top. I made sure that my wife stained it with some wine. And it's a great new kitchen. It fits the refrigerator tightly as opposed to the big gap that used to be here. And I got a lot of extra space that's cool.
Did you keep your furnace?
I did keep my furnace. I kept my furnace and I moved the water to the front here so that I could drag it around into my little shower room that I have over here. I used to have a hot water shower and I didn't like it. It clicked and it cut on and off, and I went through 2 of them. And I finally decided that the tank water was warm enough. And I just dragged the little hose over and take myself a shower and enjoy it.
There's a really solid philosophy here when something is good enough.
Yeah, it's good enough.
And sometimes putting water in a bowl and the washcloth is part of the fun.
It is, it is. We were joking about it earlier that, you know, I'm in the entertainment business and I do cables for concerts and stuff all the time. And this is my cable management. It's not very good.
Does it work?
Yeah, it works great.
All right.
Charges my battery, keeps it going. It's not on center, so people can complain about symmetry if they'd like to.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. This is everywhere this camper has been. I rented campers for 4 years, all through COVID and up until recently. Actually, last week was our last rental we had. And so everybody that traveled stuck stickers up here. And a majority of them are mine, Glacier, stuff like that. But these all came from last week where they went up to Jellystone and Sturgis and all around like that. And it's been everywhere. It's probably got 80,000, 70,000 miles on it.
I think that you've always been one of the best ambassadors for the trailer because, you know, we know what we're buying. We chose to buy the cheapest trailer that comes with a reasonable smattering of options.
Yeah.
More options than any other trailer that costs this much, and people get so scared about it. This trailer has 70,000 miles on it.
Yeah, right.
So what have you had to fix or replace?
Nothing really.
Is it original axle?
It's original axle. I've lubed it twice.
Okay.
The person that did it lubed it up, I did the brakes again.
Okay.
That went bad.
Yep.
I did a 10,000 mile trip cross country and up around, going to some meetups and stuff like that. And I burned my brakes out in Colorado, like, you know, every Floridian should do.
Right.
Not being able to
Well,
drive.
I mean, I had to replace the axle on mine, and it was free. It wasn't from Braxton Creek. Dexter replaced it. But it was, after 30,000 miles of overloading it, it did what you'd think it would do.
Yeah.
But no, so this trailer doesn't owe you anything, does it?
No.
And what Brian's doing right now, Tom's going to be in the shot, but we're in between, you know, the lulls in the storm for our Bushwhacker event or our tiny camper event. Tell us a little bit about this event that you're putting on and who you'd like to come next year.
So I've been putting on Bushwhacker events here in North Carolina for about 3 years. I did some up in Minnesota helping out Mr. Endicott put on his, and I decided it'd be fun to come down here and do some for people because it's kind of what I do. It's for tiny campers. We bring in any tiny camper that'd like to come along, even though it's called Bushwhacker Boil. We invite anybody to come that has a small camper. And
this year we have some tent campers.
Yeah, we do. It's great. The people that actually won the contest to come for free are camped right at the top of our campground. They're a great little couple from, where are they from? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
We'll put that in post.
There's 65 people here. So it's like the first day of school and the last day of school within 5 days. So you try and get to know everybody and see every camper that you can.
We're having some great meals together. We did have to cancel tubing because the river's not safe for that, but it doesn't seem like people have missed a beat. We're still just here doing our thing.
Yeah, everybody's gone up into Asheville or all around.
So I see our itinerary board here with the boil going on tonight. What's in the Pelican box?
A mess.
Good.
So instead of doing everything on the tongue box, I've put it inside of a side case. And yeah, added the little things. I've also experimented between this one and the one on the other side. The one on the other side, I completely bolted the cabinets on, and this one I used rivets, and I riveted it completely on. You can kind of see them there.
To a tailgate ladder.
Yeah, to a tailgate ladder, and I actually riveted it down there too to see if how they would do, and it's been probably 15,000 miles so far with this
with
on
some
the side
weight
of
in it. Yeah.
With a lot of weight in it because there's more stuff. The wheel goes in here, all that kind of.
This might not look as glamorous as some of these like origami things, like maybe you expected like a 40-foot table to slide out of that, but this is practical. Nobody wants wet, dirty extension cords in their car,
Right.
And that's a great place to store it.
Yep. Sometimes I take it out and I use this as a table when I have small gatherings and groups. Works out pretty well.
Now I know you have solar on the roof that you're in the process of swapping out, and is this what you're...
I actually thought about using this one for the top, but it's taken the entire space of the top. So, and it's only 200 watts. So I kind of didn't pay attention to the sizes when I was looking at it, and I ended up with the oversized 200 watt panel. It's pretty efficient. It pops out about 180, which is pretty good for a 200 watt panel.
Yeah. So shower room or this?
It's a shower room. It's a mess. I had a bird that tried to make a nest yesterday.
Did they tell you that a bird
right
made
here.
a nest in my galley?
Really?
Yeah, so the birds here are nesting.
Yes, and the squirrels. I have walked up on squirrels eating our food several times, and it's been a lot of fun.
All right, so which awning are you working with?
This one is, no. What is it? This one's a Dobson.
Okay.
One of our friends that's here with the Bushwhacker, he won this. He came from Jacksonville, North Carolina. I do another meetup in Florida for off-road people. And he won this at the meetup, and he didn't like it. So here it is now.
I love everything about how this trailer was put together. And looking at this, I mean, it looks identical to the ARB, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It works just like the ARB. It's almost the same size. It's a little bit longer.
You
not
could
as wide.
put an ARB room on it, and it would be close enough to fit.
Yep. And the one on the other side is like the $120 one that's super cheap on Facebook, or not Facebook, on Amazon. And this is
Like a Hasika?
Hasika. Yep.
And you've liked it?
Yeah, I have. I actually have 3 of them because I use them on my sport utility as well. Whenever I'm off-roading, I'll stick one out the back if I'm not using the 270. And also the other camper I had, you know.
You can mention it.
Huh?
You can mention it.
Yeah, okay, again. So I had a tag also, and I really enjoyed the tag. Its price point's really high, and it's noisy. So it pretty much just stayed on the road as rentals, and we didn't use it much personally. So it just ended up with like one awning on the side, but it also had one with it. So I had 3, car, this, and the tag.
So I have questions about, you know, the rally and stuff like that, but just a quick note on renting. You had multiple trailers, you were renting them out. I know a lot of people ask me about that. Overall, you've had a positive experience?
I had a really good experience.
People treat your stuff well?
They treat it really well, and it's one of those industries where people are looking to have fun, and they're not looking to complain, or it's not work for them, so they're really into being there. And they listen and enjoy it. And I get a lot of first timers, and they'll come and rent it for a weekend and then come back and rent it for a month. and take it cross country and do whatever they want. And I kind of help them plan their trips and where they want to go and all of that.
Well, we'll put the dirt road teardrops.
Yeah, dirt road teardrops.
We'll put that in the description. Maybe I'll pop that up on the screen. So final notes on Bushwhacker rallies. I mean, it's growing.
It's growing.
It's getting bigger and bigger,
Yeah,
and we're having a good time. And
yeah, it's huge. I can't believe the number of people that are here and the number of campers.
yeah.
We probably have, what, 45 or so that are here this
We have
year?
about 45 campers.
Yeah, and 65, 70 people. And yeah, it's
So
fun.
we will get information out as quickly as possible on where the next one is going to be, and
sir.
I will do my best on the channel to keep people apprised of that. It's really nice to see some of the people from the channel came as well, not just
Yeah.
the Facebook
Yeah, it was.
group,
It was
so.
neat. I was like, "So, are you on the Facebook page?" They're like, "Oh no, we watch Bryan," and I'm like, "That's
Wow.
so cool."
It's a really cool collaboration. So I know you have a busy weekend. I don't want to take you from it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
I know you're
Appreciate
pretty
it.
famous on the Facebook group, so you need no introduction, but this was Bryan McCoy, his trailer that he manages to live out of and take care of everybody else at the same time. So thank you so much.
Thanks, brother. Have fun.